We are usually consumed by the weight of waiting. Not like I intentionally wanted to pause my life, but it just happened that, especially one part, I think 2 years ago, that we are not going to be in the same level of spiritual growth that we have been over the years. I can't account for how my money was going, to be honest. I couldn't account for it. I can't account for it. Me personally, I desire to marry a billionaire too. Yeah.
Remember the days we were young, wild and free.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while doing sit down video like this. It's the first time in this year 2026. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. I pray this year is going to be a year full of wonderful things in our life. And if you're new here, let me do a bit of introduction so that you can get to know me a bit. My name is Koforola and I'm 31 years old, single, living alone in the UK. On this channel, I get to show you guys how I'm navigating singlehood, adulthood, while involving my faith, what I love, which is fitness and food. So you get to see a lot of that here. I make a vlog and I also do sometimes sit down videos like this. If you something that you will like to journey with me, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share my post. I will appreciate that. Now that you are here, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your like, and thank you for your comment as well. As you can tell by the title of this video, we mean business. Like, we mean so much business. If you are 30 years and above, this video is specifically for you. 30 years and above, and you are in the season of your singlehood, this video is for you. And if you are less than that too, this video you can also watch as well. You will have a lot to learn from, to gain from. But I will recommend it for 30 years and above, like me, because I am 31 years old, so I can relate from where I am coming from. So let's get into the video right away. Okay, so I will title this For the Single Girl in Your 30s. Yeah, speaking from experience, yeah, we are usually consumed by the weight of waiting, especially when you desire to be married, when you desire to in future to be married. Most of the time, waiting season is surely very difficult in terms of the weight that we carry. And if care is not taken, that weight can actually pull you down to the extent that you will stop doing what you're supposed to be doing with your life and think that you are waiting. But in essence, in actual sense, I mean, you are not actually waiting. You are being pulled down by that weight. When I say weight I'm talking about is WEIGHT. Can pull you down, like can actually pause your life. Yeah, that's the word. Can actually pause your life in the sense that you no longer want to develop yourself. You just want to sit in that waiting season. And that is not the plan of God for our life. Before marriage, before anything else, you are first of all a human being God made in his own image first. And he said before he formed you in your mother's womb, he knew you. He has ordained you. You understand? So as human being, you are first of all human first. You are first of all a likeness of God first before marriage. So because you are waiting to be married, you don't sit around, you don't stop growing, you don't stop doing things that you're supposed to be doing. I understand. This thing doesn't happen intentionally, actually, because I know I can relate to that. They don't happen intentionally. You don't just intentionally plan to pause your life. It just happen like that because you are just so consumed by that weight. So this year, we are not going to be pausing our lives. You are first of all someone that has God has purpose for you. There is a reason why God created you. There's a purpose of God for your life, even before marriage. So this year, you are not just going to be pausing your life. You are still going to be waiting on God, but you are not going to be pausing your life. So this year is going to be different. So I would like to share some of the things I'm going to be doing differently this year. Over the years, like I've been a victim of that I was so consumed by that weight of trying just not like I intentionally wanted to pause my life, but it just happened that especially one part, I think 2 years ago, that I was just so consumed with the idea of marriage, even to the fact that I wrote it in my goals for that particular year that I want to be married by the end of the year. Yeah, it's not like I'm going to ask a man out. Yeah, no, we don't do that here. But I wrote it down. It didn't eventually happen, but because I wrote it down in my goals, so I was always striving to go for dates and all that. I was just working so much in my flesh and ability just to find a man that will eventually marry. It didn't work out eventually, and because of that, I was just so consumed by that idea of marriage. Marriage is good, it's lovely, it is God's plan. But I was so consumed with the idea that I neglected some part of my life, aspect of my life that I was supposed to be working on. I neglected that part, and that was the mistake I made. And this year, thank God, I was able to retrace my step later on. And this year, we are not doing that. If you are somebody that used to be like me, that this is right now what you are currently facing, you are just so consumed by the idea of marriage that you just want to get married and you have neglected other aspects of your life. There are phases that are facets to your life apart from the marriage. There's your career, there is your growth, your personal growth, there is your spiritual life, and then you neglected all that. You now want to focus on that wanting to be married by all means and all that. So we are going to be doing something different. We are going to be taking charge of our life this year because, to be honest, if you truly desire a quality man, you have to be a quality woman yourself, because a quality man will only go for a quality woman. To be honest, that's just it. So you have to equip yourself in every way possible to be able to become that quality woman and to be able to attract that quality man that you want. So let's go into it, what we are doing differently this year. So number one is our growth. Yeah, we are taking our growth seriously. Let's start from the spiritual growth. We are not going to be in the same level of spiritual growth that we have been over the years. Since 2021, you have always been the same. You have been falling back and forth. You fall into sin and then rise back, you start praying. No, we are not going to be doing that this year. We are going to be taking seriously our spiritual growth. We are not going to be falling and rising this year. No, we are not going to be doing that. We are going to be taking our study life, our word life seriously. We are going to be taking our prayer life seriously. No matter how many, let's start from the smallest. Let's start from smaller. It's not until you start praying 1 hour stretch, 2 hours. Start. Have you been able to pray 5 minutes every day consistently? Let's start from there first. You don't have to jump to 1 hour straight praying every day. Let's start from one 10 minutes per day, that you are going to be consistent with praying 10 minutes per day. Gradually you start increasing it, and your word life, don't start with 10 chapters per day. Somebody that you are not able to read successfully 2 chapters consistently for 7 days, you want to start with 10 chapters. No, it's not feasible like that. You are going to be starting with maybe 1 chapter per day. It's something so far that you are studying the word of God. 2 chapters per day, and then gradually, when you are consistent with studying 1 chapter of the Bible per day, every day for a month, you cannot increase it. So that's one thing we are going to do this year. We are not going to be rising and falling this year. We are going to be taking charge of our spiritual life. Now, another aspect in terms of growth is that we are going to be growing in our career. We are not going to be waiting around. We are not going to be postponing that course. You want to change your career path? We are not going to postpone that. We are going to be doing that now. Now, this year, not even this year, we are going to be doing that this year. It's not necessary that you are able to transition fully this year, but you are going to be taking steps to transition this year. I'm saying we because it is for both of us. It is for me and for you guys too. So we are going to be taking that courses that we need to do this year. Another thing is our finances. So this one, I will take it personal because I am sleeping on top of this. Last year, I didn't take charge of my finances. I didn't. I can't account for how my money was going, to be honest. I couldn't account for it. I can't account for it, and that is going to change this year. I did a lot of impulse buying, and in my gym, my gym has TK Maxx by its side. So sometimes when I come out of the gym, I don't have anything substantial to buy in that TK Maxx, but I just feel like, okay, let me do window shopping. Most of the time, I just go in there. While doing window shopping, I usually see some things to buy. I will just unpick maybe a dress, maybe a bag. I will just unpick them and buy them. Not like I necessarily need them. I just saw it. They look beautiful, and then I will buy them and then take them. All those kind of things. I couldn't account for it. But this year, oh my goodness, I am going to be doing a monthly, what do they call that thing? Monthly budgeting. I'm going to be tracking my income, tracking my expenses, things I'm using money for each month. And that, my darlings, you are going to be doing this year. You are going to be taking charge of your life, of your finances this year. You are not going to wait around and wait for, okay, maybe when I get married, my husband will be doing that for me. No, you have to learn it now, this year. Another thing in the area of finances that we are going to be doing this year is that we are going to be increasing our income. Not just one stream of income, we are going to be having multiple streams of income. Yeah. So our problem, one thing that affects us is that we watch a lot of movies, and we by so doing we watch a lot of romantic movies and all that. By so doing, we don't know how to separate the reality from movies that we watch. Most of the time, I see ladies saying that I want to get married to a billionaire, and because of that, they just wait around, even without seeing the billionaire. It's not everybody that is going to marry the billionaire. Me personally, I desire to marry a billionaire too. Yeah, I won't lie, but I don't want to sit around and wait for that billionaire. What is stopping me from becoming a billionaire? Absolutely nothing is stopping me from becoming a millionaire, a billionaire. So this year, we are not going to be sitting around. We are going to be having multiple streams of income, not one. So we are going to be increasing our income. Sometimes increasing your income doesn't just come with a snap of the finger like that. Sometimes it's just some course for a career women. It's just courses that we need to do that later in the future might increase our income, but then you are taking the steps towards increasing your income. It's not like it will just happen, but there are some things that you need to do in order to increase your income. So you are taking that steps and you are making sure that you are actualizing that. Okay. Another thing we are doing this year is that we are going to be taking calculated risk. I am. This one is personal to me. Personality wise, I am somebody that doesn't like to take risk. No, anything that has to do with risk just counts me out. I'm not going to be doing that. But there are some times that you need to take some big move, some risk. If big move that is considered as risky, yeah. So this year, I'm not going to be limiting myself because I don't like taking risks. I have not opened my eyes to investing. So an investment involve a lot of risk. Yeah, it will involve risk. If you don't want any risks, that's when you would be saving your money and all that. You don't want to invest your money. But when you are saving your money, it doesn't increase. Well, there's some saving platform that they add some percentage to your money, but they are just little percentage. So we are going to be investing this year. But then we are not going to be investing blindly. That's why I said earlier on, we are going to be growing, like personal development. Part of that personal development is to learn how to invest. We are not going to be investing blindly. We are going to know how to invest. If you want to put your money into something, you don't just put your money into that thing blindly without having any knowledge about it. So we are going to be doing a lot of learning in that aspect of investment, stock investment. So we are going to be doing a lot of reading in terms of investment in stock. Majorly my eyes is on stock investment. So for me, I am going to be reading a lot. There's a book I'm currently reading about investing. So we are going to be the last thing on the list before my video becomes too long. Personally for me, yeah, in terms of personal development, it's still under personal development actually. I want to increase my communication skill. When it comes to communication skill, I am lagging behind. I am, to be honest. So I want to take that seriously. I'm going to be I've started already, to be honest. Today that I'm filming this video is 6th of January. So I've started already. I've started listening to some podcast on communication, which it has been amazing. So I'm going to be doing that this year. And that brings me to the end of today's video. This year we are going to be growing, and I am going to be growing personally, and I don't want to leave you guys behind. We are going to be growing together. If this channel interests you, I definitely know it will interest you, and you want to watch my journey, how I'm growing, please stay close by subscribing to this channel and like, comment, and turn on your notification bell so that when I drop video, you'll be notified immediately and you'll be able to watch my video. And don't forget to leave a comment. Is there anything specifically that you are planning to do this year? Let me know in the comment section. Please leave that in the comment section, and then we can go on this journey together. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope by the end of 2026 you'll be able to say that I was able to achieve this so and so. And personally for me, I'll come back to this video and say and evaluate myself. Was I able to do all the stops I mentioned in this video? I'm personally going to come back to this video. So please, and thank you guys for listening. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for commenting on this video. And see you next time. Please, if you are yet to subscribe, please don't go without subscribing to this video. Don't leave without subscribing. Thank you. Bye. See you next time.